deserve. So personally, I am really interested in like dark things, and I love things that are unsolved. I thought I'd try to like incorporate it into my channel somehow, so this is the first dark kind of unsolved thing I'm going to talk about, and it is the story of a boy that has been nicknamed Little Lord Fauntleroy. That rhymes. So on March 8th, 1921, the body of a blonde-haired, brown-eyed boy was found in some water behind a quarry in Waukesha, Wisconsin. I don't know how to pronounce that, I am sorry. So authorities estimated that he was probably around the age of 5 to 7, and they also thought that he had probably come from a wealthy family, considering his clothes were very high quality and expensive. 5 weeks before the body was discovered, a quarry employee reported that he had been approached by a couple in a vehicle and asked if he had seen a young boy in the area. The woman appeared to be in tears, and the man apparently watched the area in which the body was later discovered. So for a while the boy's body was displayed at a local funeral home, but even after a $1,000 reward was offered for the help in identifying this boy, nobody came forward, nobody helped to identify him, nobody claimed the body, so he was just buried on March 17th. A woman named Minnie Conrad didn't want to see him buried in a pauper's grave, so she raised enough money to buy him a modest headstone, and she watched over that boy's grave like it was a member of her own family's. Like, she brought flowers and she kept the plot tidy, and she was actually later buried in the same cemetery near the little boy. I think she was buried in like 1941 or 1943 or something. This isn't really relevant to the story, I'm just gonna keep going. Because of the boy's expensive clothes and the resemblance he bore to the title character in a famous kids novel of the same name, the boy was nicknamed Little Lord Fauntleroy. Police ended up coming to the conclusion that he had probably been kidnapped from a wealthy family in another town, and then he was killed when he became too difficult to handle, and then he was dumped in Waukesha where nobody would recognize him. There are some other theories that I came across while researching this that are also kind of interesting, so I'm going to share them. One of the theories is that the captor might have received a ransom, and then to tie loose ends he just killed the boy. That might explain the couple coming to the quarry, because they might have been told that he would be there and came to pick him up. Someone else thought that it could have been an accidental killing that was just covered up by a wealthy family from out of town. It was even suggested that maybe he could have just like wandered off and hit his head and his parents just couldn't find him. It could be possible that he wasn't even that well off, like his dad could have been a tailor, or his parents could have been servants for someone who was wealthier, or they could have been thieves. Now in 1949 a medical examiner suggested that there might have been a connection between Little Lord Fauntleroy and a little 6-year-old boy that went missing around the same time called Homer LeMay. And there's like a photo of Homer, and just like look at him. This is what made me want to make this video, kind of, because like look how tiny he is and how cute he is. Like, how could you want to hurt that? But now quickly going back to Fauntleroy's grave, a heavily veiled woman, not Minnie, was also sometimes spotted leaving flowers at his grave. People speculated that she knew of the boy's true identity, but unfortunately even if she did, she would have taken that secret to the grave by now. So especially with that in mind, it is really likely that Little Lord Fauntleroy's story will just forever remain a mystery. Also, just quickly, I saw this on Wikipedia and I thought it was crazy. Unidentified, 96 years, 3 months and 24 days. It's like so insane to think that he's been dead and unidentified for that long, and also that everyone that initially worked on that case is dead. That's crazy. That's like, whoa. But anyway guys, my SD card's gonna run out of space, my camera's gonna run out of battery. This took me so long, I can't speak, I kept mispronouncing things. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video, hopefully that was like interesting or informative or whatever. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!
And I'm still the same, and I swear I'm never switching. Knowing all of this, it just don't make a difference. I'm just talking shit to the